What's up, guys? Welcome to our milk barn. I'm Porter and this is my wife Mallory, and on this channel we're just documenting turning this milk barn we're sitting into our future home.
You may or may not have seen some of our videos already posted because we have been working on this project for a few weeks now, but we've had so many people reach out with specific questions that we thought we'd make a dedicated channel to kind of walk you through the details, see a lot of the behind the scenes, and we're just here to answer all questions and take you along with us.
For a lot of our followers right now, most of you guys are just friends and family, and we love you. But for those of you that don't know who we are, we just thought we'd do a formal introduction. I actually grew up here in Idaho. I've done some low-level construction jobs in my past. Nothing to like actually build a house. You know, there'll be a lot of first times for this job, but I'm excited for it.
I'm from Utah, so I grew up in a little suburb and have never done manual labor ever. Childhood was mowing the lawn, and that was kind of all the work I ever did outside. So moving up here and taking on this project has been a little bit daunting, but it is gonna be amazing, and I'm so excited that we're doing it. It's gonna be our home.
So how we found this barn, I actually grew up on this 10-acre plot right here in Idaho. This is where my parents live currently. So when we were living in Utah, we just were looking for a new adventure. We've always wanted to kind of build a home or do something like that, but lacked sufficient funds to just like go out and do it with land we own. So this was the best option right here.
We called it our milk barn because this was a milk barn. It was built in 1959, which was a while ago, and its main purpose was originally to milk cows. I'll insert a video so you can see what that kind of looks like. And then years later, it turned into just, like Porter said, a storage place, a place for all things to live in.
The next big question is, what is our timeline? And we get this one a lot. Like, the truth of the matter is we don't really know. We're shooting to kind of be done before it gets cold again. In Idaho, that can happen pretty quick. Like, my personal hope is to be done around September. It's the end of April right now. It gives us a few months to be done. It is a smaller property. A lot of the structure is already built. I have high hopes.
As far as long-term purpose, we are planning to live in this barn for the next year or so, or until we outgrow it with a family. It is gonna be a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, so fairly small. That leaves us a few years to kind of save up for our next project, which hopefully will be building our own home on our own land. But for right now, we'll just live in it, and then afterwards, it will become a rental property.
Another big one that I get specifically is just how much of the work are we going to do compared to what are we going to contract out and stuff. I would like to think that we'll do most of it ourselves. Saves more money that way. I know it does take longer, and the odds of doing it right go down a little bit. For the big things like the hardcore electrical and plumbing, that kind of stuff, HVAC, those will definitely be subcontracted out, and we'll have those done right. Just for everything else, as far as like framing and drywall, roofing, and like all those other things go, we're going to make the attempt at doing that. My dad is actually a pretty good drywaller, so that'll be helpful. All right, I'll try to talk loud enough. We don't have mics, but hopefully my voice carries over. But this will be the layout of the outside. This is actually the front. We're gonna keep it the front. That's where the front door is gonna be, and we're gonna put a little bit of a porch or an awning or some sort. And then up top, we're actually gonna do dormers and stuff, so the roof's gonna be a little bit more roomy. And the cinder block's gonna be painted. It's gonna look not like a prison, and the structure out on the outside is actually going to change quite a bit. The windows are not going to be where they are, and neither are the door frames. So a lot of work that way of like adding cinder block and also cutting it out. Right now, this is the junk pile side. As you can see, all of our scrap work is here. But in the future, the idea is we're actually going to have a little driveway pulling up where those gates are, right through here. And then we're going to have a little bit of a shop and a garage on the right side of it. So this technically isn't going up as a house. It's going up as a shop. So 50% or more of that has to be shop area. So we're gonna add on the shop space on that right side, which was gonna be partial garage area to park a car.
This is where the original door was, and as you can see, we have raised concrete in here, so we're gonna have to move a lot of things around. First, being our front door, will actually be moved over a little bit so that we can have more space in the kitchen. But let's pretend and use our imaginations here. I walk through the door, and to the left is gonna be the living area. Imagine a couch right here. We're gonna cover up that wall, put our TV up there and all the fun things to lounge. And then if you start at the door again, so we have left living room. On the right, we're gonna have an L-shaped kitchen. So again, imagine with me, we have some counter space, your oven to cook things with. then we'll have a sink, wash your dishes, and we'll have a window here, space, cupboards, fridge. Next to the fridge is gonna be a door. You walk in the door, now you're in a bedroom. Once you walk out of the bedroom, we will have a kitchen table, and directly to my right is going to be our bathroom. So you walk in, now I'm in the bathroom. Imagine with me, washing my hands, going to the bathroom, taking a shower. Bathroom door closed. I'm gonna hang a right. There's gonna be a door, and this door is gonna lead to our mud room where we have the washer, the dryer, that shop area. So that's a little bit harder to imagine inside, but we'll get there when the plans are drawn. Last section of this barn is my favorite. It's going to be the loft area. So first we have stairs. These stairs are gonna start back here and go all the way up this side of the wall. I already mentioned that we're gonna have dormers up there, and that main purpose is so we can have oodles of space. So we're really excited, and that's kind of the vision for the inside.
And so that is a wrap for the layout on the outside and the inside and answering a few questions. I'm sure there'll be more along the way, which we look forward to answering. And then we're also wanting to post on this channel at least once a week or so. But you guys can let us know what your thoughts are. If you have any other questions for us or anything like that, please reach out and, on to the process.
Yeah!
Okay, we're gonna stay here.
Oh, you're gonna shoot a bird.